Hello everyone, this video is about case study, Grayrigg derailment, that happened in February 23, 2007. The Grayrigg derailment was a fatal railway accident that occurred at approximately 20:15 GMT on February 23, 2007, just to the south of Grayrigg, Cumbria, in the northwest, UK. A Virgin train travelling from London to Glasgow derailed and crashed at Grayrigg, killing one person and injuring 5. The train was travelling at around 95 miles per hour. Now, we have arrived upon Grayrigg derailment conflicts. What is the true cause of the incident?
The train.
The company itself is guilty.
The railway.
Right after the incident, Virgin Trains immediately suspended services between Lancaster and Lockerbie, providing replacement buses. By Sunday, Network Rail had passed safety checks on 700 points across the country that were similar to the ones suspected of causing the crash.
Early speculation was rife that the railway line was to blame, with Bob Crow, the Maritime and Transport Union leader, Sir Richard Branson, saying that said investigation had suggested that Point's failure was to blame, not the railway lines.
Our engineers and his team were understaffed, with workers not given the right tools or enough time to carry out the checks.
On Monday, 26 February, Network Rail announced that the suspected set of points was in fact the cause of the accident. One of the stretcher bars was not in position. It is also said that there was no evidence that the train was a contributing factor.
Margaret Masson, 84, from Glasgow, died from multiple injuries sustained when the 300-ton London to Glasgow locomotive derailed at 95 miles per hour. On the 13th of January 2012, the Office of Rail Regulation announced that Network Rail were to be prosecuted. Network Rail handed £4 million fine over fatal Grayrigg derailment.
Critical commentary appeared in the media concerning the knight awarded to John Armitt. Armitt had been chief executive of Network Rail at the time of the Grayrigg derailment. Moving on with the case study, we are going to discuss about theory of ethics involved in health and safety topic. These are the 3 ethics that will be discussed. The first one, rule utilitarianism versus act utilitarianism. Number 1, explain how Network Rail follow rule utility, and number 2, explain if the Network Rail follow act utility.
The second ethics we will discuss is virtue ethics in engineering.
The first failure of Network Rail in virtue of ethics was in public safety. Second, Network Rail have failed to show a good image of an engineering company. The last ethics we will discuss is duty ethics. John Armitt, Network Rail CEO, said he would not resign because he did not wish to abdicate his responsibility because it is one of his main job to keep the company running. John Armitt follow his duty ethics rather than just neglect his responsibilities duty to work and his company.
After all those failure in ethics and conflicts occurred, what is the best way to resolve it?
To avoid such happenings, engineers must firstly take into account the safety of the public in any public used design. Second, a proper analysis of fatigue and failure carried out on the rail before used. Engineers should know how long the used material lasts before a failure occurs. The primary long-term recommendations should be made in order to guarantee health and safety is that a proper review of the design, inspection and maintenance of points. The short-term recommendations relate to mitigation of the risk from points in advance of the implementation of the longer-term recommendations.
Lessons learned and conclusions we achieved from the case study. First, engineers should be very sure of any work that going to be used by public.
Second, engineers should take all reasonable steps to inform clients of the possible danger of a product, service.
Lastly, a company should be serious in conducting their code of ethics to the workers.
For the conclusion, an engineering work being done without the observance of ethical theories can lead to bad implication like this incident. Specifically, if the engineer had observed the theory of virtue ethics, that is, being conscientious of his work, he would have done all necessary inspection despite his challenge.
Thank you guys for watching our video until the end. We hope you enjoyed the video, and once again thank you.